So I decided to create an insane AI SaaS website for GHL users. So let me show you how I did it and what it looks like. So GHL just dropped their AI SaaS features, and as someone who runs my own GHL agency, this is going to be a crazy opportunity for 2025. The main problem right now is that Gohighlevel websites suck. So how are we supposed to sell AI to businesses that is supposed to be innovative, tech, futuristic, with really crappy websites that look outdated, boring, and just fake? So I decided to create an insane AI SaaS website for GHL users. So let me show you how I did it and what it looks like. Okay, so the first thing that I was thinking when building this website is that it had to be modern, had to be clean, and it had to look kind of like futuristic. If we're going to be selling AI to businesses, then our website better be able to convey what that looks like. If you have a website like really crappy, like these Gohighlevel websites, like imagine you're trying to sell AI to businesses and your website looks like this Gohighlevel template. It looks outdated, it looks fake, like no one's going to buy and trust you. Okay, so for the hero, we wanted to have something that engages customers, that makes them want to check out the rest of the website. How we did this is by adding this rotating text, which we animated with a bit of code. And of course, the whole aesthetic of the website just doesn't look like it was built on Gohighlevel, which we wanted to go for that very innovative look, modern type of look. What this looks like in Gohighlevel is we have our header, we have our button up here, we have our logo, and of course we have the hero section, which is animated with a sub headline and a graphic. That's it. Pretty simple. And of course, our gradient that we have incorporated into the website. To show you what type of softwares are out there, let me show you a couple examples of other good hero sections that I saw. So this one right here has some awesome animation, which is a graphic, of course. Like that's another way of engaging users, like piquing their curiosity. This one right here, which is awesome with this crazy animation down here. Like this is the type of websites that we're competing against. So having an awesome hero section off the bat is going to help you out. This one right here is really cool. It's doing something similar to us with this animated text, which is revealing a different sentence every like few seconds or so. And then this one right here, which has some sort of animated text, kind of like ours, as well as this cool like mirror effect as well. But this is the type of website that a customer is expecting to see when they're looking to buy a software relating to AI. So think about that when you're building your own website. Keep scrolling down, you'll see like a couple of key sections, like highlights of the AI software. But if I scroll down, like one of the big sections we wanted to include was trust. Like how do we build trust with a stranger? The easiest way you can do this is by showing other business owners that other businesses already trust you. So if you already have clients that are using your SaaS, that are agency clients, you can just create a quick section just like this one that shows that people already trust you. So it's a lot easier to trust a third party as opposed to a company that's telling you that you should buy from them. What this looks like in Gohighlevel is a full width section. We have text, which is just a heading, and then photos down here. So I believe this is like a 5-row, 6-row column, and these are just logos. Very simple, but it looks awesome. And we've also added like this cool light on top of it effect type of thing, which makes it like kind of light up a bit more, and I think it looks awesome. The next section we built is one of the most important sections of the whole website, which is explaining what your AI does. And so if you've looked into Gohighlevel, the AI employee features, you'll notice there's 6 of them. So I wanted to break them down one by one. This is the most important feature, and so I wanted to give them one section for each feature. And so here's our features. So we have conversations AI, we have reviews AI, we have voice AI, funnels AI, content, and then the last one is workflows. And so if I show you some of these sections, you'll notice that we have a cool graphic that I've created from scratch. So what this looks like in Gohighlevel is very simple. You have either a 2-row column where you have a graphic, text, sub-headline, and a button, or you have them kind of stacked all in one column. So headline, sub-headline, and then a graphic. A lot of these SaaS agencies are doing similar stuff where you have big bold text, and then we have some cool animations, that kind of stuff, where it looks very clean, modern, aesthetic. Something like this where it's very similar, where you have the headlines, have some text down here, a get started button, and an awesome graphic. So a lot of times you just want to keep it simple but make it look clean at the same time, and we can accomplish this with custom design as well as good graphic design. Something really cool that we did that we haven't seen in many Gohighlevel websites like at all is something that a lot of software companies are doing. And what we noticed is that a lot of these companies are showing their features with animations. So what we did is for some of our features, we have animated graphics instead. So imagine like AI chatbot just booked you an appointment. So with Conversations AI, that's one of the things that the AI chatbot can do. Another one that's really cool is the Funnels AI, where you can launch a funnel within just a few clicks. And so we wanted to create an awesome animation, just kind of showing that you can create a website from scratch very quickly with just the Funnels AI feature. The next one right here that I wanted to show is the Workflows AI. So this one, we created an awesome graphic that shows the workflow step by step and what it would look like for a customer if they were to create a workflow with AI, and how it just kind of generates the workflow for them and it cycles through, which is really cool. So it has like schedule booked, reminder sent, follow up sent, and then it just cycles through. So we wanted to add a few animated graphics to just make the website even better. So you notice like a lot of SaaS AI companies are showing their features with animated graphics instead. Like this one's typing is showing you what it looks like, or like this one right here, you see exactly what it looks like, what the AI is doing for you, the software. This one right here as well, you can see kind of rotating, like very subtle, like subtle animation that make it look clean. It's just going to make your website that much better. And so that's one of the reasons that we wanted to include some of the graphics as animated graphics instead, as opposed to having all of them just be a photo. If I keep scrolling down, we'll get to the next section, which is this bento style section that is highlighting 5 key SaaS features that a lot of Gohighlevel agency owners are selling. So we have like payments, notifications, courses, communities, pipelines, deals, CRM, calendars, and appointments. So what this looks like in Gohighlevel is of course headline, sub-headline, button, pretty standard, but then you have 3 columns side by side and then 2 down here. And with this one, you can play with the size. So if you wanted to have 2 equally as big, or you wanted to have one that is much smaller than the other one type of thing, which is what we did with ours right here. That's how we did it. Here you might be wondering, how do we create this cool transparent graphics where you can see the background through them, which is really cool. And we did this in Photoshop, so let me show you. So here in Photoshop, I'm going to show you this pipeline graphic that we created from scratch. You'll notice all of these are different layers. So the main key here is to get that awesome look where it looks like transparent and you can see the background of the section. It's just exporting the file without the background. So like this is what it looks like with a solid background, but as soon as you remove it, this is what it's going to look like, and then it's going to take the background of the section. Other websites do in bento type of layouts to give you some inspiration as well. It's like this one, and you'll see like they have 2 things like animated as well as graphics in the bento, which I think is really cool. So if you can do that where you're incorporating both of those features in one, I think that's really cool. You have this one right here with just still photos and graphics, which you can do in Gohighlevel. Just export your graphics, transparent background, and you'll get this cool effect as well. And then this one right here, which is more text heavy, but if you wanted to have a lot of text in one feature, you could do it bento style as well. Okay, so let me show you the last feature that I wanted to show you in this video, which is pricing. So if you look at our pricing, you have 2 options. You have the $497 plan and you have the $197 plan. And if you notice, when I hover on the pricing, it has this awesome glow that we added with a bit of code in the backend. And if I go to starter, it's going to do the same thing, and it's matching the color of the entire website. So what this looks like in Gohighlevel is 2 sections side by side. We added a background, so you'll notice that's like different shades of black. So we did this by adding a background to the purple section, making the corners round, and of course adding all the text down here and the button, and of course the glow effect that we added with custom CSS. So that's how you can make like a super clean pricing plan. You don't have to complicate it. Add a background to your section, and then we added the code, and it just looks that much better. There it is. That's exactly how we built this website for AI GHL SaaS inside of Gohighlevel. And if you want to save yourself the trouble of building a website like this from scratch, this website right here took us about 4 weeks to build it. So if you don't want to code the website, create the graphics from scratch, the design, the Photoshop, all that kind of stuff, you can actually get this website from our store. This is a website that we would charge $5,000 plus, but you can actually get it for a fraction of the price. So click the first link in bio.